Hey, good morning, Amber. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Just doing a quick virtual tour on a 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander sitting here in front of me. Thanks again for your inquiry. Hey, obviously, you have been here before, but of course we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards here. You can see our Toyota Lexus showrooms at the back there as well, and our service departments down the street. Of course, we do have another location up at 77 Mulgrave Road, but we are absolutely jam-packed at the moment. It means we get some awesome cars just like this one here. So, as you've seen before, obviously the whole idea is just to take you through the whole car as much detail as we can. So starting from the very front here, looking very clean across the front. I'm going to be as picky as we can, but there's a tiny little sort of stone chip just there and there, but not too bad other than that as we come around the rest of the front. Obviously being the 2020, you've got the updated front grille here as well. Looking very tidy as we come around. Again, just a tiny little stone chip there, but it looks like that one has actually been touched up already. Now I did kick these wheels out for you too, so you can see the tyre treads on those ones. So there's a little indicator just in there, so absolutely stacks of tread left on those. They're pretty much brand new for you. And as you can see right across those alloys as well. And right in behind there through the suspension and whatnot. Incredibly well looked after. So very tidy across the bonnet as well. Again, just a little tiny stone chip just there. But stuff like that, if it's a worry for you, let me know. We can always talk about getting them touched up. Again, just a little one just there. That one's a bit of dirt. But very clean through the rest of it. Through the passenger side wheel arch now. Again, absolutely heaps of tread left on these guys. And very clean across those alloys. We've got a little tiny bit of gravel rash just there. But nothing too bad. As we come around the passenger side, again, just a little bit of a scuff on the mirror. But super clean through the rest of the door there. Even on the inside of those door handles, very well looked after. So it's through the inside of the door cards as well for you. Now we did buy these as a couple of as rentals as well, so we get ASXs and all sorts from different companies. So we're gonna have some brand new logbooks with full service history as well. We're just waiting for them to come through, so as soon as they do, I'll be able to show you those as well. But there's guaranteed service history with these guys as well. Super tidy through the inside there, and obviously down to the back as well. They've done a really good job looking after this one. You of course got your child locks just there for you too, and into the rear seats. So the beauty of the Outlanders, these are totally obviously maneuverable as well. So if we drop that headrest down, you can actually adjust the seats back and forth from down the bottom using this little bar. And you can actually lift these ones up like that, lock that into place, and these ones can actually drop down into place as well. You can unclip that seat belt there too, so it gives you this massive amount of space through the back. And of course got your child locks on, your child anchor points on both of these, but again they just click straight back up into place. I want to leave that down because I'll show you all the space obviously at the back. And of course we do have the 7 seats in those ones, so you simply lift that strap in place. So incredibly nice and easy. As we come through to the back, got the fuel obviously just there for you. Really tidy across these rims. Again, just a little tiny bit of gravel rash just there, half the size of my pinky if that, and heaps of tread left on these guys as well. Through the back here, I'll tell you what, it's a hell of an example. It's been really well looked after, that's for sure. So a little reverse camera tucked up into there of course, and into the back here too. So you got a little power outlet just down in here for you. Got your jack and tools just in there as well. And like I said, really nice and easy for these seats. You simply pull that strap, that headrest can move up and down, and to push him back, you simply pull that again. And same for this side here. So you get that huge amount of space. And of course you've got that 60-40 split for that middle row as well. Little anchor points through the back here, down the bottom as well. Of course a little bit of storage under there too. Just awesome setup. Again, very tidy through the inside there as well. And even across the roof there too, and across the back. And down to the driver's side here now for you as well. Paint on this has just been so well looked after. Just into that last rim. Again, we've got a little hairline sort of scratch just there, but only very minor. And finally into the driver's side rear now as well. Even the interior of this thing's just been so well looked after. Through the front. And of course, like I said, you can either drop these down to slide them forward to get into the back, or you lift that bar, wrong hand, and do the exact same thing with this one. So simply pull that seat forward and drop that down. See that little switch there? That's going to let us push that forward to get that into flat with the other side as well. So like I said, you get that huge amount of space in there. Very tidy through all the door cards. And finally just over to the driver's door now as well. Just a little bit of a scuff here and maybe a little fingernail mark there, but other than that, incredibly tidy. See the inside of the driver's door now as well. Of course, got all your electrics, window adjustments, central locking, and mirror controls just there for you as well. So just the one key with this one with the central locking. So we can start this up for you. It's got the steering lock at the moment, but we've got the height adjustment on these two, so you can adjust that right up. You've got a lumbar support there too, so it's all electronic. So we'll jump in. Just need a second hand for a second. Alrighty, so we've got the key here. Just start this one up for you. So only 40,698 kilometres as it sits right now. So of course no engine lights or anything like that. Just simply the handbrake light, which we can turn off there. And of course the seatbelt light because I'm not wearing a seatbelt. Not due again for a service until 48,000 kilometres or January next year, because your Mitsubishi is great things. You only got to do them every 15,000 or 12 months. Up on the actual steering wheel here as well, we've got all the Bluetooth controls on the left hand side, cruise control all over on the right. Does have automatic headlights as well, so you can simply leave that on automatic. They're going to turn on off as they need to, and same thing for the wipers over on the left hand side there too. Otherwise your parkers, headlights, blinkers, all that kind of thing are all like normal. We've got a little pages option down there, so we can jump between the different menu using this little button there. So go through the different sub menus when you're due for a service, or your little settings, trips, that kind of thing, traction control, and of course we've got a little adjustment there for the headlights too, so you can actually pivot the angle of the headlights through this one here. You got a little scroll there from 0 to 4. Put it up against your garage door over night time and you'll actually be able to see the significant difference in that as well. So great for driving down roads of a night time, you know what I mean, remote areas, things like that. Got a forward collision control here too, so you can adjust that one from near, middle or far, and basically it's just going to the car's going to help brake for you if you don't respond in time. Got a little bonnet release just down the bottom there as well. The actual fuel release is just there for you too. As we come over, massive big touchscreen display here. As soon as we chuck that into reverse, you'll see that little camera at the back there as well. So that's about a foot away from the back of the car to give you a little point of reference. So if you're backing up to walls, other cars, things like that, it means it gives you enough space to be able to walk between, open up the boots, that kind of thing. Once we come back into park, massive big touchscreen display here, like I said, so we can jump between the different menus and whatnot from the steering wheel here. So between AM, FM and all that kind of thing. At the moment, this touchscreen display is under a warranty recall through Mitsubishi. So the actual touch side of it is a little bit unsensitive. So you can see like that, there's bits of the screen that don't work, but there is plenty that do. So there's enough there that we can jump between the different menus. We can jump between AM, FM, all that kind of stuff. But that is all we do is book it in with Mitsubishi, and when a new one arrives, they simply install that free of charge for you. Aircon controls are all down here. So again, we've got that one there. Temperature over on the dual climate control, so I can adjust my side totally independently to the passenger. As we come down, we've got your little USB down the bottom, little eco mode, and plenty of blank switches. So if you want to put light bars or anything like that, you certainly can as well. Got a little blank one there for the accessory plug. Cup holders in the middle, of course adjustable ones there as well for you. Being the all-wheel drive as well, you've got a couple different options here, so we can push that button there and you go through auto, eco, and lock mode. So lock mode's for loose gravel, driving up to Daintree, around to anywhere where loose roads basically, but on highway sort of thing where you can still do 80, 100 Ks, all that sort of stuff. Then we've got eco, so great for driving around town, probably obviously the most economical way to drive around between that and the eco mode. And then you've got automatic, so great for obviously with the wet season that we do get up here with the slipping and the sliding and the aquaplaning and that kind of thing. So leave it in automatic and it's just going to do its thing nice and safely for you. We've got an electric handbrake here as well, so you simply have your foot on the brake, push that down to disengage, pull it up to engage, and you've got automatic hold as well. So you can put the car in drive, push that one there, it's going to engage it so that when we're sitting at traffic lights, construction zones, things like that, it's going to hold the car in drive for you, so that way you can just take off in place, makes it real nice and easy. Otherwise, in here we've got heaps of storage in that one. Adjustable seat belts on both sides. We've got the drop down handles the whole way around on all 4 doors as well. Of course, you've got the sunny holder up the top, mirror and lights in there, and of course mirror and lights on this side as well. So unbelievably well looked after car. I'm just going to quickly jump out before we finish up, show under the bonnet there too. It's a specky day here, that's for sure. And there it is, so your 2.4 litre petrol MyVec engine from Mitsubishi. Incredibly well looked after. So thank you again for your inquiry, guys. Cannot wait to hear your feedback soon, and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, Emma.